So what do you want to get out of this last exhibition game tomorrow?
Well, I think there's so many things that you're looking to do, but the main thing is you want to play well. You want to kind of see some of the habits that you've tried to instill in your players during practice. You see them in the game. This team has, I think, really progressed in the last 4 weeks of practice, and that's probably the main thing, is that you see a lot of those habits, of the pace that we play at, some of the communication issues that we've worked on, our ability to defend man-to-man, our rules, our weak side guys communicating, all those things that you try to get them doing every day, that we can actually see it in a game situation.
Did this game come about because they've got 2 or 3 return missionaries, Utah guys, or is that just coincidental?
That's just coincidental. I have an agreement with Basketball Travelers that does our summer basketball trip, and these are the 2 teams that he kind of got for us. And next year we'll have 2 more, and then following summer we'll have our trip.
That said, this is a pretty good team. I mean,
absolutely, yeah. Rusty's a great coach, and he's got a wonderful program. And you look at the history of him when he was the assistant coach there, and then he got the head job, and been to the NCAA tournament 4 or 5 times, won 5 or 6 league championships, and so he does a great job of getting guys in there that can play his system. And the system's really tough to defend. They're a 3-point shooting team, and they put a lot of pressure on you. They'll shoot it quick early in the clock. They'll shoot it late in the clock. They'll get a possession where they'll run it all the way down to 1 or 2 seconds on the shot clock. And so we're going to see a lot of different looks of it. And when they come off those screens and catch that ball, if they've got a little bit of time, they're going to let that thing go, and they're pretty good at it. I think they have a couple guys who were one guy was 8 for 10 in their scrimmage the other night, and they all shoot over 40% on 3.
You and Coach Osborne share a Houston High School background.
Yeah, he went to Ely Felsik High School, and actually I've known Rusty for a long time. When I was at Dixie College, we spoke 2 or 3 times about the possibility of working together down there, and so, but he's stayed up there in Alaska for quite a while.
You went with the 4-guard lineup, this smaller lineup. Are you going to do that again? Or?
I think we will. Yeah, I think we'll, just to kind of get a look. We've started 2 post guys for a long time. We know what that kind of looks like, and we like the kind of the combination of guys that we have. We'll mix it up a little bit, but I think we'll start 4 smaller guys.
Do you have an idea of kind of it's still early about what your rotation could be going for next regular season?
I think that I'm pretty confident in 10 guys that we have, and how many minutes and how that all works out, that will be interesting. I do believe that early in the year, matchups will really determine some of our personnel lineups until we get really comfortable with what we're doing. We've got a lot of young guys that are playing, and I think sometimes when you do that, you end up matching up a little bit to their size or maybe to their personnel, and hopefully we can get to a point where we can do what we want and other people try to match up to us.
Are you comfortable with the strides you've made with the man-to-man defense, kind of the emphasis?
I think we're getting better. I think we've got some really improved on-ball defenders that can really help us. We're still a team, based on help, where we're just trying to handle our own man in a lot of situations, especially up top. Baseline penetration is still, the rules are pretty similar, but our rules with ball screens are a little bit different this year, with a lot of pressure on our guards to get over those things. And so we were pleased with what we saw in the second half the other night against Colorado. The first half, it was just kind of not the urgency that we'd like to see, so hopefully we can put 2 halves together.
When you're talking about individual players, what they bring to the table, I feel like you're always mentioning versatility and the ability to play multiple positions. Is that one of the things you're looking for most when you're out scouting guys?
Well, I really feel that one of the most important things is to be able to make shots. It's just part of what we do here, but I think that athletic ability, quickness, and speed, and those things are all really important. What I like about this group is I think we've got good size and good versatility. And so There's just so many things that you worry about. You worry about foul trouble, you worry about mixing lineups and trying to get 5 or 6 minutes with this lineup or that lineup. And so we'll play a lot of lineups tomorrow and get it all on film so we can kind of evaluate.
What you see in Frank to make you go after him and offer him a scholarship?
Yeah.
Well, he's first of all, he's a great kid. He really had an interest in us when we kind of approached him. He comes from a wonderful family and really felt like this would be a comfortable place for him to go to school. And then, as far as his athletic ability, his skill level, and all those things, we felt it was a perfect fit for what we were looking for.
You comfortable going into the season with the inside depth that you have, the inside guys that are going to play the 4 and the 5?
I hope so. I hope that we can. The biggest issue, I think, I'm really comfortable with how they're learning our system. A little worried about the inexperience and foul trouble and those kind of things. But I like what I've seen from these guys in practice, so now it's time. It won't be long. 2 weeks from now we'll be talking. We've got 3 or 4 games under our belt, so we'll see.